Hey there, welcome to Tall Guy Rides. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my first ride, initial experience or first impression of the Yezdi 42 Bobber. That's the newest bike that has come out from the stable of Yezdi Java. And if that's something that interests you, keep watching. So if you're new to the channel, I basically talk about biking gear and do bike reviews. And apart from the usual moto vlogging kind of a thing, the bike gear review and the bike reviews are targeted to taller riders, so 6'1" plus kind of a thing. And I just kind of explain what a bike feels for somebody that tall. I usually don't state the statistics and the power figures and the dimensions, all of that stuff, because it's freely available. There are so many YouTube channels, so many sites that can give you the same information. Me just repeating it from those sites would add no value to the video. So that's what I do. So if this is something that makes sense to you, please consider liking the videos that I have and subscribing to the channel if you think it adds value to your day-to-day life as a motorcyclist. Now, as I said, today's video is going to be about the Yezdi 42 Bobber, which is the new bike that they have. I'm going to cover very briefly seating. Now, for me, I'm 6'4" and I weigh about 110 kilograms, so this should give you a quick insight into my general body shape and size. And while sitting on the Bobber 42, the 42 Bobber, whatever you want to call it, for this video I'm just going to call it the Bobber. The seat feels adequate. A little bit more room would have been nicer, but the size and the shape of the seat, it has that very saddle like feeling, but it is a comfortable seat. And the bike also offers adjustability in terms of how far the seat is from the tank, so you can move it about a couple of inches or so front and back to help you get that best riding position for yourself. So that's seating in a nutshell. As you can see, the video in the background hasn't come out really well in terms of adding the motorcycle into the video, but yes, I can definitely attest that even for somebody my height, my weight, the seat is good and the suspension is good too, especially for city riding, because I went over some pretty tall speed breakers and a few potholes, and the suspension was pretty good. Now, moving from seat to the handlebar position, well, the handlebar is a little bit slightly forward. I had to lean a little bit forward to kind of reach out and hold on. But the guys at the showroom told me that there is a longer handle, or rather a taller handlebar, that is available as a part of the accessories, and you can also put a riser on it. So that kind of can solve the issue of that. That will bring the handlebar higher up as well as closer to the rider and offer a slightly more comfortable ergonomic experience there. In terms of the general controls in the switchgear, quality is good enough. I mean, it's a 2.5 lakh rupee bike, so it feels decent enough for that. The bike comes with a LED instrument cluster, and on the left hand side you have the 4 key navigation thing that you can use for that cluster. And now let's talk about the next topic, which is, let me refer to my notes, are the foot pegs. I've talked about this in the video as well, but the foot pegs are really well positioned. Um they allow you to have a very nice, almost 90-degree angle at your knee, and this is for somebody my height. So, for somebody who's a little bit shorter, it will be even more comfortable because the angle will kind of open out for them. So a good 90-degree angle is there at your knees, and taking into consideration the height of the seat with the position of the pegs, it's a really comfortable stance, just like sitting on a regular chair, regular office chair. So fairly comfortable stance in that. Of course, the test ride that I took was really short, so I can't say how it will feel after half an hour, 1 hour, or multiple hours in the saddle. And one pet peeve that I would like to call out is uh, the gear shift pedal, which is on the left hand side. Um, I was told that it is adjustable, but at the stock setting that I received the bike at, excuse me, it was really annoying to move up and down in the gears. You had to literally take your foot off from the foot peg to either go up gears or to come down on gears. So hopefully it's adjustable to a level where that problem gets rectified. And as you will see in the follow-up video to this, where I've actually taken the test ride, which is just a short 5-minute ride, um, I'm explaining some of these points, and the position of the gear change lever just was not at all good, and you'll hear me rant a little bit about that. So overall, it's a comfortable motorcycle, especially for people as tall as I am, 6 plus 6, I'm 6'4", so, and I thought that it was comfortable. Comparing it to the Roadster, the older Java Perak, the positioning of the foot peg makes a huge amount of difference. And in the previous models, it was a lot more rear set, so the angle of your foot and how it reaches out to your brake pedal and the gear change pedal, um the older models, it was very inconvenient. I took a very short test ride of the Roadster, and within those few minutes that I was riding it, I was already uncomfortable. So now with the forward set foot pegs, that problem has been eliminated, and the bike is ergonomically a lot more friendly, especially for taller people. So that said, just have a quick view at the clip that I had taken while I was taking the test ride of the Bobber 42, or the 42 Bobber, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to the channel, and as you can see, I'm taking a quick test ride of the new Yezdi Bobber. It's also labeled as the Yezdi Bobber 42, and this is the majestic copper color, which personally I felt was the better colorway out of the three options that are there. It's this, then it has a white and red, very similar to the Baker Express from on the Interceptor 650, and then it has a white with blue stripes. And in terms of ergonomics, well, seat is nice and comfy. It could have been a bit larger, especially for somebody my size and height, but it is comfortable enough. I wouldn't say that it is uncomfortable. I also like the position of the handlebar, not too far forward, not too close. I mean, in terms of the position of the handlebar, it is comfortable. though a little bit on the higher side would have been a little bit more comfortable for somebody my size. I'm 6'4", by the way. And the first thing that I kind of noticed with this bike, and those who want to ride the bike may have to get used to, is the fact that the gear position indicator, well, not the gear position indicator, sorry, my bad. It's actually that tough because I have to literally focus on finding the gear pedal to make the changes. uh, it has a single point system, unlike the gear pedals, which has a front part and a rear part that lets you adjust, change gears by tapping on them. Here you have the regular single point system, and what it's doing right now is that to go down a gear, the position is currently a bit too high. It's not comfortable. See, I'm missing gear changes, so it's not. See, again miss gear changes, so one has to be really deliberate. It's a bit too high. The position of the pedal is a bit like this, so if you want to make it go higher, you have to literally lift your foot off the left foot peg and do that. Apart from that, the engine is peppy. It has the same power plant as the earlier launched models, that is the Adventure, the Roadster and the Scrambler. So nice, quick, peppy engine, very responsive when you are able to change the gears. And also, because the gear is positioned so high up, to bring it down, to go a gear down, you have to literally again take your foot off the foot peg and do it. And this is the first time I have experienced this, because I have really large feet. I wear a size UK 12, US 13 shoe size, and despite some odd positioning, I don't usually face this problem. But apart from that, the positioning of the foot peg is nice and neutral, so knees are at a 90-degree. If you can see, the positioning is really nice. Got questions that need answering? Well, use the comment section. And if you've thought that this video was helpful in any way, please consider liking and sharing the video and subscribing to the channel. Till next time, thank you. Bye.